My name is Wormfood. The character I have, his name is Tiberius Glimmerleaf. He is a life cleric.
Who should be a gnome?
No, well, you guys think he should be gnome because that was my other character. But this guy thinks he's an elf, really a human. So it's complicated. He's a noble, though, so he can get away with all these eccentricities.
My name is Sisson Guy. I play Zelos, the arcane trickster rogue. He's a thief with a little bit of magic.
I am 3Dex Rogue. I play the druid called Kensa, and she does not care for money or status.
But she does make a good-looking tiger.
Apparently.
I am Dojo. I'm playing Doral, the dwarf Paddlin.
Paddling.
Somebody still can't pronounce paladin correctly.
Fuck off.
Sorry.
That's it. I'm done. I'm gone. Bye.
Careful, or you're gonna get a paddling.
I'm Stormwolf. I play Rafflevar, the half-elf monk, who likes to shoot fire out of his hands when he uses his key.
Oh, I'm so glad you said hands. For a second there, I was preparing to wince.
Returning this week is Mystaria. I play Misty, the half-elf warlock in love with fire.
Welcome back, Misty.
Thank you.
How was your trip last week?
It resulted in the best possible outcome ever, and I'm very, very happy and very pleased.
Awesome. Very good. Alright, so does anybody remember what happened last week?
I'll do the recap.
Wait, there was a last week? Oh shit. No.
In all, we traveled 6 days to reach Elturel and meet Anther, a paladin of the Order of the Gauntlet, and Leosan, a monk of the Emerald Enclave. The journey was almost uneventful, but we were attacked the fourth night by burrowing ankegs. The 2 ankegs were dispatched rather quickly. Doral stunned the first one, and Zelos placed a rapier thrust into the brain of the second. At the gate of Elturel, guards directed us to the Pair of Black Antlers Inn, where we would most likely find Anther the Paladin. As we rode there, we noticed the blue radiance which wards Elturel from the undead. The Antlers Inn had rooms above Arash's public tap room on the ground floor. We found Anther in a back room off the tap room. Introductions were followed by rounds of drinks and eventually a drinking contest, as well as a darts contest. Anther made us welcome and told us our rooms, meals, and bar tab were covered by the Order while we were in Elturel. He would meet again with us again in the morning with Leosan to discuss with us our plans. After breakfast the following morning, a messenger found us and summoned us to meet with Leosan and Anther. At this meeting, we were told the Enclave and Order were allied with the Harpers and the Zentarim, the Thieves Guild, against the Dragon Cult in Tiamat. We were asked if we would join them and pledge our allegiance. Our cleric and monks swore allegiance to the Emerald Enclave. Our paladins swore allegiance to the Order of the Gauntlet. Zelos the Rogue will make his allegiance through the Zentarim when he is next in contact with the Rogues Guild. Leosan and Anther want us to infiltrate the caravan of cultists and others that's traveling north on the coast road
Hey, Durable.
to Baldur's Gate. We will travel with the caravan and try to learn the cult's plans. Messengers will meet us periodically to carry word to Anther and Leosan. A 3-day river voyage will get us to Baldur's Gate about a week before the cultist caravan arrives. Leosan and Anther have booked our passage and will provide supplies to us before we leave. We expect Misty to catch up with us momentarily.
All right, nice recap. Yeah, so back in Greenest, Misty had told you that she would catch up. She had some things that she had to take care of, and that she would meet you later in Elturel. So you guys.
So, Dave, what kind of things did she need to do? I mean, is this one of those?
This is one of those things that is.
It's a warlock thing
for her to know, and for you to find out later on, maybe.
Just killing stuff and devil worshipping.
Yeah.
No
Death,
biggie.
mayhem, destruction.
That's right.
she had some demonic lessons that she had to take. So you guys had your audience with both the paladin, Chionthar, and Leosin. So you guys found out that the caravan had been traveling north to Baldur's Gate. Now the caravan left about a day and a half, 2 days before you guys got to the hatchery. The second time that you had got to the hatchery, and then all hell broke loose. Ran into the hunters again, and then they filled you in with the rest of the details. So now you guys made the trip, 6-7 day trip to Elturel. You found the paladin that you needed to find. You guys had a little bit of fun with him, a little bit of darts. So she's pretty cool. I think I'm pretty sure Dex whooped him up pretty bad though, but he did beat Wolf pretty bad. And Leosin took him aside and got a little bit more practice for him, kept him up all night practicing his dart throwing. So the big
Sigh.
audience was exactly Sigh. You should have never lost to the paladin, the intoxicated paladin. Well, you guys thought he was drunk anyways. So you guys had this audience, all of the members. They gave you the offer to join their organization. Some of you took it up, some of you did not, which is fine. You did not have to join. They told you that you did not have to join, but it does have benefits of joining. There's no pay, but there are benefits, meaning like the horses that you got to go from Greenest to Elturel. The boat trip that you're fixing to take from Elturel to Baldur's Gate, the 3-day boat trip. So there are benefits. So the paladin has told you to stock up with anything you need. Rations, basic equipment. I'm not talking armor, weapons, stuff like that. I'm talking basic equipment like rations, med kits. There's some pretty interesting optional rules in the Dungeon Master's Guide involving resting and med kits, and so you can go out maybe introducing something like that, but I don't know, I'm debating it. So, but I'll let you guys know. There's no sneak attack optional rules either. So you're lucky for now, Sisson guy. Lucky for now. Although there's quite a bit. Man, DMG is actually a really nice book. It's like 100 pages of magic items. 100 pages. Really nice.
Sweet.
Yeah, it is. Alright. So you guys are, it's at night now. Well, the time is at night. You guys are able to get whatever you need. What do you guys think? Still, Misty is nowhere to be found.
Where is Misty to be found?
I'll let you know.
Okay.
Okay,
So-
Dave. So what
I'm
time?
sorry, go ahead.
What time of day is it, and when does our boat leave?
It's nighttime. The boat will leave in the morning, and it's
Okay.
it's a 3-day trip. They do stop at night. There's several docking points that they do stop at night because of the, sometimes the river will get a little rough, and at night it just wouldn't be the safest to continue to to sail down the river. So you'll be stopping a couple times. It is a 50 gold fee but the organizations here have taken care of that for you. Also, don't forget, remember what Leosin offered you guys last week? When he said, you will find it in Waterdeep. It will be waiting for you.
Please tell me you guys
Dark
remember
practice? Oh, yeah. Big ruby.
Yep. Oh,
that.
yeah.
Seemed to have sentimental value to them as well.
It did. It's like Chionthar had kind of jousted with him a little bit, telling him, "Oh, you're
Was it
finally
possible
giving
to
that thing out."
skim before we left that? Because we just kind of left it as us leaving. Could I
Sure.
ask him about that before we left?
Absolutely.
I asked him, why do you not keep the gem if it has value to you beyond gold?
No. I don't see the need for money, for wealth. I'm a nomad. I'm a traveler. I bring what I need, and this has been something that I've carried for a long time, and I'm ready to part with it. And you and the party that you travel with has done a lot for not only Greenest but for me as well. And I really can't think of anyone else that I would rather see it go to. If I was to, die back at the hatchery, then this gem would have been on that caravan traveling north. And it's not because of the party that you keep travel with now.
As long as you harbor no resentment in giving it away, then...
No, not at all. No, he tells you not at all. He says that rather quickly.
Too quickly, or just certain?
No. He's definitely genuine about it. I'm not even going to make you do an inside check. So you guys have this 3-mile journey to Baldur's Gate. You guys remember what you have to do when you get to Baldur's Gate? And yes,
You mean a 3-day journey, right?
Yep, the 3-day journey.
A 3-day journey, okay.
Yeah, 3 miles you can do in an afternoon, Dave. I asked if there's any of all the orders there, if there are any people with merchants or merchandised in Baldur Gate.
Well, there's plenty of merchants. Baldur's Gate is a massive, place for trade. It's one of the heaviest. It's one of the biggest places for trading on the Sword Coast. Actually, it has a lot of trade because they don't allow carts and buggies, and so it's all of these shops and peddlers that are walking down the street. So there's a lot of trade in Baldur's Gate, and you can find just about anything you want. Not like you can in say Neverwinter or especially Waterdeep. Waterdeep you can find anything, but Baldur's Gate just has about anything you need.
No, I was just wondering if they have any merchants there as part of their organization.
What are you needing? We may have it here. What are you needing?
Well, no, I was just thinking in order to become part of the caravan, if they have merchants there, then maybe we can find a way to have, if they need things traveled up north, then maybe we can use that as a cover.
Well, that would be that could possibly be a good thing for you to check with our contact in Baldur's Gate, and his name is Akin Celebon, and that's a mouthful.
Yes,
Akin, Akyn, Akin Celebon, and this gentleman, he explains, is not a merchant himself, but he is the one who, when a caravan comes through Baldur's Gate, the caravan doesn't go through the city. It stops at basically like a checkpoint at Baldur's Gate, and then everybody usually, they'll park the caravan, protect it with guards, and then the travelers of the caravan can go inside Baldur's Gate, get whatever they need, stay a night, and then leave the next day. So Akin is the one that resupplies the caravans. He's the one that sets up the care for the horses, any kind of repairs that the wagons need. This is the guy that takes care of that. So he also has contacts. So he is our contact in Baldur's Gate. He is the one that you need to seek.
Okay. Thank you for the information.
No problem. And, Leosin goes on to tell you that there are several ways that you can get onto this caravan. I mean, you don't even have to join it. You can, if there's other merchants that are, usually, the coastway, there's a lot of things that happen along this coastway. And just because there's one caravan, that means that other caravans will join up with this caravan, and then they'll have one massive caravan, and then parts of it will leave during the journey. More will add on. People will walk with the caravan. Families will be traveling with wagons. So it's not just going to be this cultist. It's just the cultist wagon, or we don't have any idea on how many wagons there are in their part of the caravan, but you'll find that out later on.
Well, Dave,
Creep, thanks for the follow,
piece of
Creep.
paper we
Appreciate
found
it.
earlier outlining the route and where they're going would have described how many carriages or buggies they were taking?
Yeah, I believe the hunters told you that they had three wagons that they had taken. The hunters, when the hunters were watching them leave the camp. After Leosin escaped and you guys, killed the guards in the tower, that's when basically they evacuated the place. They were gone. They were gone quicker than shit. And then when you guys got back several days later, you ran into the hunters again and whatnot.
Okay, so three of them. All right. Okay then. So, is there, Dave, in this town, is there any temple to Morden? My God.
Sure. There's temples, and they worship multiple deities. But yes, you can find one that does have a shrine for Moradin.
Okay, then I'll go there to the temple, pray for about an hour or two, and then just go back to the inn and go to sleep.
Okay.
So while we're still talking to Leosin, Dave, though, now that we're all in good with the different guilds, they're going to definitely foot the bill for if we wanted to, say, buy a wagon and pose as a merchant. They're going to foot the bill to have that fit together for us, right?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Fantastic. Because my thought is we could just get a wagon. This is Sisson guy's idea with a little bit of a spin. We get a wagon, we load it up with stuff, and then what the heck? We might as well sell stuff out of it as well and make a little cash while we're doing this.
You could do that, and now that we have the Dungeon Master's Guide at our disposal, there are rules for running a business and whatnot. So
we don't need no stinking rules, Dave.
no, we'll just do it, man.
Just rip out the pages with the magic items and start typing them in, because that's what we need.
The book actually gives rules for that type of thing?
Oh yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty good. There's even energy cells and laser beams in the Dungeon Master's Guide this time.
But
Cool, can
no
we sell those?
katanas. Son
There
of a
are.
bitch.
Yes, there are. There are.
Son of a bitch!
There are optional rules, and it is the longsword. The longsword is converted to the. I believe it's the katana. That's the equivalent. There's a whole list of them, like darts or shurikens, and other Oriental type of weapons. I wouldn't be surprised to see an Oriental Adventures campaign setting come out. I wouldn't be surprised. But you do know that the caravan is gonna, once it leaves Baldur's Gate, it's gonna travel that massive trip. It's 750 miles from Baldur's Gate to Waterdeep. That is massive. I mean, you're basically gonna run through the fields of the dead, along the coastway here. You're gonna go up through Dragonspear Castle. Then you're gonna start going northwest on the Tradeway through Daggerford onto Waterdeep. That's 750 miles. That's That's a month and a half worth of traveling. That's a month and a half of RP. That's like 35 sessions of RP. That's awesome. I can't wait. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to accelerate it. But then
I
after...
got excited then.
Yeah, I was really excited. Fields of the Dead. Wonder how many. What do you water? What do you water the Fields of the Dead to make them grow?
You water the undead, and they sprout up as zombies.
Perfect.
They have
You
little
feed them human
heads.
flesh.
Yeah, they look like they look like little cabbage heads, and then the little
Oh,
cabbage heads sprout into zombies.
That's awesome. Like little troll dolls. That's so
Yeah,
awesome.
They do. And then after you have your stop at Waterdeep, then it's on to the Mere of Dead Men, where, like on the correspondence that you found from Frularn, you will be stopping at the Nairtir Castle, I believe it is. Natir Castle, that's in the Mere of Dead Men. That
This
is
is just
where,
one big happy place, isn't it?
yeah, that's
So I said 2 weeks
exactly
ago.
where all of the that's where all of the wagons are going. So you guys are basically traveling almost the entire length of the Sword Coast. That's crazy.
Sweetness. We got to be careful when we go through Crypt Garden Forest because that's my guy's weakness. Is kryptonite.
Is it?
I don't know. Anyway,
Zelos,
sorry.
what are you doing?
Oh, I'm listening to all of this, and I'm not hearing anything that makes me displeased or concerned at this point. Sounds like we have a plan where we know where we're going, we know how we're going to get there, we know what we want to do when we get there. It should not be a difficult thing to do to infiltrate this caravan. So the my major concern is that I and Misty, when she joins us, are able to stay away from the cultists and avoid recognition.
It might be time for a haircut for your character. Maybe grow one of those fake bushy beards or something, like a big old bushy mustache.
I'm sorry, half-elves are beardless.
Oh, that's too bad.
Beardless men, just not right.
I guess you could dress up like a little girl.
Coming
No, I think
from
you've got that
the
covered.
He-Man, the elf.
Well, I'm traveling with a cleric. A little boy would probably be better.
Oh, snap!
I'm not even
That's
going to
it.
go there. I am not going there.
Bye, Catholic viewers.
I love
No, I
it.
told you, voodoo priest, not Catholic priest.
Of course, we still haven't discussed about how we're going to hide Misty if she shows up, and Zelos.
I'll chuck some of my furs on them, they'll be fine.
If only I had animate dead, we could animate her as a zombie and have her walk behind us.
What
But
about
I don't have that
disguise
spell yet,
kit?
so. Oh well, you know.
Aw,
Misty,
that's
you're
no
not here
fun.
yet.
So I guess it's 3 days away, or I'm sorry, it's a 3-day trip, and it's going to hit us in the morning. And where are we right now? Are we sitting in the bar yammering on about this, or are we just kind of checking out the digs before we jump into the ship and push off?
No, you guys are still there. So, I mean, you guys can, some of the members of some of the orders are starting to leave. So it is thinning out a little bit there at where the meeting was being held.
Are the horses going to be on the boat, or are they staying behind?
No, you can take the horses with you.
When do we expect the voyage to start? Is it starting today or tomorrow?
It will start in the morning. Basically, at sunup.
Very good.
Yeah, you guys are still at the inn called A Pair of Black Antlers. Interesting. Actually, that is a pretty interesting name for a tavern.
Yeah, I guess
I
that
like
way
it.
you could always say
Yeah.
that inn has a nice pair. The inn has a. Yeah, never
Oh
mind.
dear lord.
Oh boy, here we go.
Sorry.
You got the double black.
Right? right. So does anyone want to do anything while you were here?
Are there any good-looking female dwarfs around?
Oh, there's no such thing, by the way.
Sure, there's a bearded female dwarf in the inn.
Oh, come on, Dave.
There's a
Wait, female dwarves are bearded?
Of course, man.
Her name is Gwendolyn Ball Crusher.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That's it.
She
Gwendolyn
is single
Ball
for a
Crusher.
reason.
Yep, I'll pass. With a name like that, no.
She has a giant wart on the end of her nose.
Oh,
Yep,
lovely.
I'll pass.
Now wait a minute. You just
And an
hit my-
attitude on each shoulder.
Ball crusher, wart at the end of the nose, just my wheelhouse. Maybe I'm gonna make a play for this one.
Well,
No,
bye.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Hey, I'm
Best of
No,
luck.
I'm
I hope you don't get anything.
That's right. Hey, man, I can cure disease.
Right.
I'm like,
Rafflevar is just gonna go to the Rafflevar is just gonna go to bed.
yeah,
At this point.
Alright.
I better do the same.
No
man. We
drinking
gotta-
contest tonight, huh?
Oh no, gosh, drinking and darts. What a great idea.
Worked
I
last time.
think
That's
we
right.
ought to back our druid and sorry. We need our monk to get in the dart contest tonight.
Prove himself.
Rafavar.
He is in bed.
He practiced a little too long. His hand is sprained.
Usually,
A shame.
yeah, usually monks have inner fortitude, but he kind of wussed out. He went to bed. He went night.
I go
No.
up to his room as his door locked.
Oh, she's gonna break in.
It is locked.
Time to shapeshift into a snake.
I bash on the door.
You can hear it knocking. Storm. Ravafar. Ratatouille.
The half elf sounds like he's snoring loud.
I bash on the door harder.
He doesn't wake up.
Creep Runner, Rhyme,
Let
Julian,
me check my beast real quick.
Cannibal. Thank you guys very much for the follows.